Today, it is the weekly news, March 27th, 2022. My name is Hakeem Brown, and this is Pop City Culture.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Welcome to the most listened to international podcast around the world. Hakeem and Reggie Brown are two young African-American boys speaking the truth. This is Pop City Culture.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy, Reggie, the Pod God. So what's up, everybody? That's right. We are going to be talking about, like, the weekly news, what happened last week and stuff, bring y'all up to date, in case y'all didn't get, like, a chance, to get a minute there to, like, see what's going on. So, we're going to be popping to that in a second. I'm going to pass the baton off to my brother from the same mother. Hakeem Brown.
Thank you there, Reggie. I hope we, got the same mother. Further, I know we do. So
me too, man. What you trying to say?
Anyways,
Jesus.
We're going to be talking about the weekly news. And, before we get started, you want to know something, Reggie?
Of course I want to know something, man. I am a encyclopedia of I want to know stuff.
I was starting a podcast.
Yeah,
and guess who walks in the door into our house?
Oh, man, don't tell me. Savannah's coming in again.
You saw her too?
I did. You good? You good there? You good?
I guess.
What?
She goes in our refrigerator because she likes chocolate chip cookies.
Say what?
And she says she's going to make some chocolate chip cookies. So I was like, you'll make us some? She goes, no, because there's only four in there.
Are you kidding me? Are those square chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah, this is the chocolate chip cookies that you cut into squares and you put them in the oven.
Man, those are like my favorite, man.
This girl just hangs out here, don't she? Don't she, there, Reggie?
Morning, noon, and night, man. Like she's here. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Man, never.
So, anyways, apparently we ain't gonna get no cookies.
What?
So
That
I know
ain't
you might be sad about that, Reggie, because I know you love your cookies, right?
Come on, man. Do bees like honey?
Say it again.
Do bees like honey?
I know, right?
I know.
So,
yep. Mm-hmm.
So anyways,
going.
We're going to be talking about, a lot of stuff happened, last week in the news. So if there's people out there who are living under a rock, I hope not. Are they living under, Reggie, are they all living under a rock?
Man, they stupid if they are. You know what I'm saying,
I know, but,
What?
Just in case they are.
In case.
We want to keep everybody up to date on what's going on.
And informed of what is really going on.
We all know that Russia invaded Ukraine illegally. They just went in there and tried to take it over.
Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you, man, that wasn't even right, man. That's illegal.
Yeah, and they're bombing everything up. It's like a scorched earth thing. They're just leveling it. They just.
It's really too bad.
Putin just wants them. Putin's just pissed now because why, Reggie?
Putin is pissed because he thought he was going to walk in there and just take it over. They were just going to bow down to him like he was some kind of a god.
Right, so yeah, Putin, or as you like to say, what, Reggie?
Puke face.
Reggie,
what?
This is funny. Now, I'll say the other name you always call him.
What name?
The other name.
Come on,
Come on, Reggie, just say it.
I don't know.
Reggie, you want me to beg?
Yeah, I want you to beg like a dog.
Reggie, will you please say it?
Say what?
Oh, okay, say it now.
He who must not be named. See, I put a little flavor flavor in there.
I know. That is it's sort of growing on me every time you say that.
Really?
It really grows on me. Do it again.
He who must not be named.
Okay, so
I'm about to say that more often,
we're going to get to the news here.
Yes, we are.
As we're smelling them cookies making.
Oh, man, and they smell good.
We are a little bit hungry here, but whatever.
Really hungry.
Reggie, you ate supper, right?
Nope, I didn't eat it.
Yeah, we had Chinese food.
Really? Where is it?
So if you want some, you can get it while I'm talking. You can just run in and out because, the kitchen's right next door. So
yeah, I ain't going to go through all that.
Yeah, I can hold the fort down, but I'm going to start talking.
You always talk.
I don't know if you're going to go or not.
I ain't going to go.
We'll see.
No.
So anyways, Ukraine, like we just said, they're still fighting back. President Zelensky is putting up a very good fight. And, Ukraine reclaimed several villages from Russia forces in a series of counterattacks. including the East Kharkiv and northwest of Mariupol after Russian missiles struck the western city of Lviv yesterday. So I mean that was something, dude. That was, that's a lot of bombing. So
Yeah, it's really too bad it's going on.
I guess
What?
President Zelensky he's still asking for help.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. From what I've seen, you want to be honest, Reggie?
Well, I want you to be very honest.
Okay, so from what I've seen,
What?
the United States wasn't on board at first, and it seems like only after the rest of the world is trying to get involved and get everything straightened out, then the United States comes in. That's something I didn't like. And you can go back and see the podcast because we were talking about it. We were saying how come America's not stepping up.
Man, you ain't getting no argument here.
But
I know.
So, but here's the other thing.
What? What?
Reggie? Did you hear what Biden said the other day?
No, I didn't. Want you to
So listen to this.
Okay.
U.S. President Joe Biden said that the Russian President Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power during a speech in Poland.
I don't know, man. What is this? More
Can
fake
you
news?
believe he said something like that?
No, I can't believe he says that. Is that fake
Reggie,
news?
if you want me to sit here and do a clip of him actually saying it, I can do it.
Okay, man, you ain't got to do it. I just looked it up. Okay, yeah, he said it, but what are you gonna do? I mean, he's a president. He can say some stuff, can he?
Biden did say that. Biden said Putin cannot remain in power, and that's not good because
Okay, I gotta hear this.
bottom line is
What?
that's almost like
What?
what happened sort of in America when Trump was
Here we go.
trying to how shall I put it? He wasn't happy with the outcome of the election. Okay? And we had that big thing on January 6th with the rioting. I mean, you can't go around saying who can and cannot be put in power if they are voted in legally.
Hey, man, that's real slick, bro. Trying to just throw a jab in there, right? Throwing it at me, right? Throwing me shade.
Reggie, that's not a jab. I'm just saying,
What?
if it's a legal election, and apparently most elections are legal, then they should be able to stay in power. But it all I don't know. I don't know what to say if you have somebody like Putin who is demonstrating that kind of
what? You mean craziness?
that kind of
Destruction on the world or something?
destruction on the world.
Oh, my
That's
God.
just not good.
I
That's not a
just
good
said
thing.
that.
So
Really?
what do you do? No, we don't have any answers, and I don't think anybody really wants to say it out loud what should be done. But here's the other thing, Reggie. You want to hear that?
Sure, man. What is it?
Are you listening, Reggie?
I'm listening.
Are you listening, Reggie?
I'm listening.
Reggie, are you listening?
Shut up and just get to it.
Okay. So
Man,
here's the other thing.
go on. Hurry up, man.
Now President Biden is denying that he said what he said, that he called for a regime change. Now, dude, how can you, I'm gonna tell you, Reggie, how can you sit there and it's on video
I know.
of you saying one thing
Not cool.
and then you could have turned around and lie about it?
Well,
That's not good. That is not good. Okay?
I ain't got no comment. I ain't got
So-
no comment because Biden's still my boy.
Yeah,
So,
we have to deal with something like that. But and from what I understand, Biden's going down in the polls.
Man, so say you. Polls don't matter.
Reggie, polls do matter, don't you think?
Heck no, man. It only matters when Trump is in office.
We mean they only matter with Trump.
Come on, man. You only listen to it.
Shut
then.
up,
Man,
Reggie. You just don't like Trump.
What?
Okay,
Man,
Reggie.
shut up,
Whatever, Reggie.
Man,
Whatever. Reggie,
hater.
I am ignoring you.
No, you're
I
not.
am
Good.
ignoring you.
shut up.
That's 4 words in one. Ignoring you. Got it.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Next in the news, we're gonna be talking about. I don't know if anybody knows this. There's a wildfire near Boulder, Colorado, and it prompted a lot of evacuation warning for. Guess how many people, Reggie?
A million.
No, Reggie, it ain't a million people.
It gotta
It's
be.
nearly 20,000 people. And I mean that's a big fire. If you saw this thing, I mean 8,000 homes, are at risk, and it's terrible. I mean I never seen nothing like it.
I ain't never seen nothing like it either, man.
What gets me is
What?
when they show pictures, you can see the fire from miles away.
Yes, you can.
Miles and miles
I
away.
mean, yeah, you can see it.
So-
it's something.
So it's
astonishing.
the state, they employed firefighters, aircrafts, including single engineer tankers and Type 2 helicopters, and they stand ready to assist with the response. Now that's what Governor Jared Polis in a statement said. So he also said he's going to be monitoring it monitoring the situation. So hopefully, they're gonna get this thing under control, because a lot of people losing their homes.
That's not good.
Yeah, I just don't want a lot of people to lose their lives either, because that would be something. Nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to see somebody lose their life.
I know. I don't.
In a fire.
It's terrible when something like that happens.
And to be honest with everybody out there, when your house is on fire, it ain't a good thing. Yeah, Reggie, remember Dad was telling us when he was a kid?
Yep, yeah, he lived
Grandma's
on fire.
house we're living in here was on fire?
Yep, sure was. I remember him telling us that
Yeah,
story.
he was displaced.
Yep.
Had to stay in a motel.
Yep.
He had to go to school, wore the same clothes for a week.
It was terrible.
He said it was rough. He lost everything. Only had the clothes on his back.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But, hey, Reggie.
What is it?
If you look around, this house don't even look like it was on fire before.
I know, it looks good, man.
I know. And I heard Dad wants to move too.
What?
I know, right?
I don't want to move.
Man.
I like to get him.
He ain't no hood rat.
How
you say he ain't no hood rat?
Not a hood rat.
Anyways, so, in other news, Reggie, something really, really, really bad happened. And, it is devastating, and it does break my heart. So, all 132 people on board the China Eastern Airlines jetliner that crashed in the densely forested mountains of southern China last Monday, they didn't survive.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's really, really terrible. It really broke my
Yeah,
heart.
China's aviation authorities confirmed that.
Yep, they did.
So I think they found a black box
Yes, they did.
a few days ago. So they're going to see exactly what happened. But,
That'll be good, but...
I'm going to tell you guys, whenever something like that happens, that is a tragedy, and
Agreed.
everybody, and I mean everybody around the world, feels the pain, and they just feel sorry. So, my heartfelt condolences goes out to the families of the people on board the China Eastern Airlines jetliner. And thoughts and prayers are with you guys.
All of our thoughts,
So-
prayers, and condolences.
That's it. And in other news, Reggie.
What?
The Philippine authorities, they evacuated thousands of residents as volcano Taal spewed a mile-high plumb south of central Manila.
Never heard of
Or
it.
Manilia.
Can you even say it?
I don't really know how to. Manilia. So,
Manilia?
I mean that's sort of big.
Yeah, it is. That's big news.
Yeah. The only volcanoes I had heard of was all the ones in Hawaii.
Yep, yeah, Hawaii.
So, but this is in the Philippines.
Yeah, it is.
And it spews steam and ash.
Yep.
And that happened yesterday, and they're showing pictures.
These pictures are dramatic.
And this thing looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a volcano. Now, usually, Reggie, when you see volcanoes, what do you see?
You usually see the red lava just spitting up in the air. I mean, you see it. It looks like a nuclear bomb or something went off, and they just captured it all on
But
film.
I'm looking at a picture, and this picture looks like, they show the ocean, then they show the island like in the middle of the ocean, and then it looks like a cloud from the sky just touching the top of the mountain.
Yeah, it looks almost like a tornado.
Doesn't even look like it's
No,
it's like
a real volcano.
red
like we
lava
see.
anywhere and all that stuff.
Nope.
But it's a volcano because obviously people heard. So
Man, get some water. Stop coughing on me.
let me see.
Here, when you get a chance, drink some of my water here, all right?
The volcano south of the Philippine capital spewed 1.5 kilometers
That is a whole lot of miles, man.
up in the air, and prompting authorities to raise an alert level to evacuate for more than 1,000 residents. So maybe it's not a big island. Is that a big island? 1,000 people
Not at all.
there, Reggie?
I don't think so. I don't think 1,000 people is even like...
So the alert for Taal volcano, about 70 kilometers south of central Malaysia, was increased to level 3 from level 2 on the level 5 scale, which the seismology and volcanology agency said meant. Now listen to this, Reggie. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Are you listening, Reggie?
Yes, I'm
Reggie,
listening.
are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening. Man,
It
just
means
get on with it.
there's a magmatic intrusion at the main crater that may further drive the succeeding
I'm
eruptions.
gonna be honest, man. You lost me at like level 2, 3, 5, and all that other stuff.
So that's a big thing,
I guess.
I mean, you
What?
when it comes to volcanoes,
Yeah.
Hey, that ain't nothing to play with. They ain't no little puppy dog, man. That's like a pit bull.
Big one.
A big old pit bull.
Big old.
You definitely don't want to be messing around with that because
Heck no.
anything could happen, people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, dangerous.
Anything.
Dangerous stuff.
So,
All right.
now here's the other thing.
What?
Here's what I want to talk about with everybody.
I wonder what you want to talk about. Get to it.
We all know that. I'm gonna just tell it to you like this. When President Biden was running for president, he said he wants to put a black woman. He wants to confirm her for the Supreme Court.
Okay, I remember that. And
a lot of people say, "Hey, that's great. That's awesome." Reggie, what do you think?
I think it's a good thing. It's good to see the faces of America, of all races, reflected in the Supreme Court, so we feel like we're all united.
Okay, so Reggie, listen to this.
I'm listening. Go on.
There are people out there who think when someone who runs for president or is any political office say, I want to put a black woman in this position. A lot of people think that's
That's what?
that's using
What?
a black person to get the black vote. Do you agree with that, Reggie, or disagree?
I disagree. I think he wanted to put a black woman in there because that's what he wanted.
Okay, so Reggie, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
You think that's a good thing, okay? Now, what if somebody said, when I become president, I'm going to put a white man, only a white man, in the Supreme Court, and that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. A white man.
Well, that might sound a little racist, man, because, there's a lot of white people on that
Okay,
court.
so Reggie, now you're sounding like it's okay if somebody says they're going to put a black person in, and it's not okay if they're going to put a white man in. Do you see the problem there?
No, I don't see the problem because, the Supreme Court should reflect America.
Why don't you see the problem?
Because, like I said, the Supreme Court should reflect America, and everybody of every nationality should be on there, don't you
Okay,
think?
well, listen, I think it probably would have gone better if Biden didn't say anything and then just put her in. So, I'm going to tell you my opinion. At first, I was a little bit worried. I said, is he using this black woman just to get the black votes? That's what I was concerned about. I watched the nomination Judiciary Committee.
And what'd you see? Tell me what you saw.
Pretty much rake her over the coals. Try to.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. It doesn't matter if the person is black, white, male, female, gay, transgender, whatever it is. I don't really care what the person is as long as they can perform the job. I mean, if I were, when I get older, if, God forbid, I get arrested for something, first thing I'm not going to say, I only want a black judge. No, I want somebody good. I'm not going to say I only want a black lawyer. I want somebody who's going to defend me and my rights. And after listening to the woman, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, as far as I'm concerned, first of all, she's a judge, so she's not stupid. She's smart. And I think anybody who's a judge who knows the law, they're qualified. Now, it sounded like the Judiciary Committee, they were just nitpicking this and that and trying to make her look stupid.
Yeah, it did get pretty ugly, and they stayed and focused on some of the judgments she made that they didn't agree with, that Congress actually made the standards for.
So, here's the thing.
Tell me what's the thing. I really got to hear what you got to say.
One of the things that really bothered me
What?
throughout this whole process is
I got to hear this. Let me know what it was.
they asked her, can you give me the definition of a woman?
I heard that, and man, that was like a catch-22. Like, there's no right answer to that.
She said something like, I'm not a biologist or something.
Well, she wasn't comfortable answering something like
But
that.
I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
Being black myself, you too, Reggie,
Thank the Lord.
I would find offense to that. Because first of all, in my opinion, everybody has their own definition of a woman. Everybody. I mean, there is no definition for a woman. I'm not a woman. How can I define a woman? But if I was her, I would have probably said something like, can you define a definition of a man? I mean, I remember my dad telling me what Grandpa said when he was talking about men and women. He said, "This is our grandpa." Grandpa said, from what my dad told me, Grandpa said that a man is supposed to have the job, work on the car, fix stuff around the house, come home, and that meal should be on the table from his wife. He said a woman's job is to cook, clean, and take care of the kids. Now, come on. I think we've all evolved from that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I hope so.
From, that primitive kind of thinking.
We don't think like that no more, I hope.
What do you think, Reggie? Or do you agree with something stupid like that?
Listen, I don't agree with what Grandpa said. That was a different age, though,
Okay, so...
we all have evolved and got better.
So, I was thinking...
Tell me what you were thinking, because I want to hear it.
To ask a person a question like that, regardless of if they're a black woman, just anybody, to ask a person a question like that, if I were her, maybe I would have said something like this. I would have said, listen, I can't define what a woman is because everybody has their own definition. They have their own experiences. They live their own lives, whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, or anything. You're going to have your own definition of what a woman is. And as far as I'm concerned, all through history, things change. Because there was a time when black people were considered slaves, animals, less than 3% of human. And they said, what's a black person? And they had a lot of words for that. There was a time when women didn't have the right to vote in 1919. There was a time when blacks in the 60s were being hosed down and dogs sicked on them because they were considered subhuman. Right now, we live in a society that's still evolving. And it's good that it's evolving. Because I'm going to tell you, if you have a seed and you do not water it and give it the attention it needs, it will not grow. It will die. And is that what you want for America, to die? We have a lot of seeds in America that have to be watered. We have to show understanding, and we have to realize that all those seeds in the world need to be listened to and acknowledged. We have to show compassion to those seeds because that is our future. And as we know, seeds grow into trees and bushes, and they bear fruit, and that fruit bears seeds, and it goes on and on. So to ask somebody a stupid question like that, what is the definition of a woman? What he should have been saying is, do you know the law? Do you know all the laws? So if somebody's rights get infringed on, you can defend them. You can sit there and say, okay, this is legal, this is not illegal. This is what you do, this is what you cannot do. What do you think, Reggie?
I don't think I could have put it any better myself.
Well, thank you very much, Reggie. I like that.
You're welcome.
So,
go on now.
That being said, hang on, Reggie, we got to look at the time here because we don't want to go over our time.
I don't know. I like listening to what you're saying.
Being said, well, you know what, Reggie? Why don't we just cut it right here?
Man, you're on a roll.
Yeah, cut it right here. I think I probably talked enough.
You talk way too much.
Shut up, Reggie. You talk too much, too. So.
No, I don't.
So, Reggie, that brings us to what?
It brings us to the words of wisdom. Take it away, my passionate brother.
What is the news that gets everyone so interested in listening to it and watching it every single day? There's tragedy as well as good news. This is something we see. But it is the news that speaks to our curiosity. It is the news that captures our attention. And it seems that every day there's something going on in the world. Yet on most news channels, all we see are the news that brings in the money. That is the news that's tragedy. That is the news about war. That is something that has to change, in my opinion. My dad told me when he was a kid, news was much more different. He said they talked about the local news, they talked about the national news, as well as the international news, and he found it very interesting and informative because he did not live on the other side of the world. He didn't know what was going on. I think the news has been hijacked, and I think it's been hijacked by big money monsters who just want ratings. It seems so. Everyone wants their little soundbite for history. All I can say is that I hope when I am older, the news is more informative on a global scale. The news lets us know what's going on, and they have a heart. I'm not saying that all news is bad, because it's not. There is some good news out there. and probably a lot. But news should inform us and not care about the ratings. You know what they should really care about? The news should care about the people. And those are my words of wisdom.
Thank you for those awesome words of wisdom. And you really did a good job this episode. So I'm going to pass it off to you so we can close.
I want to thank you for joining us here today on Pop City Culture. And thank you for making us one of the most listened to podcasts around the world. Our success is your success. Listen, everybody, you can download our past podcasts and enjoy them any time of the day, morning, noon, or night. I'll see you next time here on Pop City Culture, where we give you 3 cups of sunshine and what, Reggie?
And a pinch of attitude.
That's right. And as always, be kind and affectionate to one another. Remember whose you are. Peace.
Yo, you talking about the black woman who is going for the Supreme Court Justice? Yo, man, I saw her too, man. That girl's definitely overqualified. She's probably the best qualified person there, man. Those other people drilling her, man, they should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know. Maybe they should have some kind of term limits. That'd be cool. Term limits for like 2 weeks and then you're out of there. Well, all right. All right.